experience, appreciate the experience, and learn how to move on from things that don't serve you well, you know, and find your journey, respect your journey, and love it.
What's good, people? It's your boy Double O, and I'm back with another one. Y'all already know what it is. Y'all already know what y'all need to do. While y'all come in, make sure y'all hit that like button. I'm gonna give y'all time to do that. I'm gonna check the audio. It's your boy Double O. Alright, cool. Man, Diddy, that situation with Diddy was crazy. What the New York people be out there wilding, bro. New York is their own like universe. I swear to God, you saw them out there running around putting oil after he was found not guilty. You had people outside the courtroom throwing on baby oil. Like, bruh, I love my people, but sometimes I tell you, we be looking crazy. eh, Bone Doc don't miss, man. They always say the Simpsons don't miss. Bone Docs never miss, man. Subscribe. All right. Also, while you at it, make sure y'all subscribe. Subscribe if you're new. You know what I'm saying? Give you time to do that. Hey, Onyx, he said, what's good? He said, is Hell Divers play anywhere? Uh, Bruh, I don't even know yet, man. We're gonna get into it though. I don't know. I just woke up. I woke up like this. You feel? I woke up and just said, boom. We after all the little turmoil, all the sensitive, man. We gonna get into it, man. Put it like that. We gonna get into it. So you see the topics, you see the title, man. Perfect Dark wasn't perfect after all. An enlistment for HellDivers 2 on the Xbox, man. Hey, dog, this is crazy. I as woke up yesterday, I thought I was gonna be in a fight for my life yesterday. I ain't even gonna hold you. It was looking crazy out there. Let me go in the conversation room real quick, man. It was looking crazy out here, dog. It was a fight. Niggas is running around scrambling, doing the whole Xbox's dome. Why did I even invest in this company? Phil Spencer should be fired. It was all type of like dumb stuff going on, bro. Like it's insane that uh and Rose said it perfect on the show yesterday when we was on Ricky Brown's show. Shout out to Ricky Brown. And I just went over there because I already knew Z show was gonna be crazy. It was gonna be Pound Town Central. Pause. They was gonna try to TD Jake a nigga over there because it's so many ponies over there. You can't even get your thoughts out or even articulate yourself. So I was like, you know what? Let me just go over to Ricky Brown's show some support. And it was a great show. If y'all go check it out, you can go definitely go listen to it. I might throw up the clip in here if I got time, so y'all can literally hear what Rose had to say. I didn't timestamp it, so hopefully Ricky did. But it was very well said, and it's pretty much my sentiment at this point when it comes to Microsoft and just how things are going. Like e- let's put it like this, and let me start off like this: people losing their jobs suck. Cool, great, we get it, understood. I already ran down the real situation that I have with Microsoft, and it's not about layoffs. It's about how hyper focused and how aggressive they are with AI and AI technology. But this goes into the world that we're in, where the the last person that's being innovative is the worse off. If you're not in front of innovation, you fall by the wayside. And Microsoft, unfortunately, AI is running rapid. If you're not into the politic game, even with the big beautiful bill, they has a couple of AI regulations in there associated with Bitcoin. And people, it's the wild wild west. They don't know what they can do and what's the limitations when it comes to AI. And until those regulations are formed, due to how new this is to the and aggressive it is, it's the wild, wild west. And Microsoft knows it. Microsoft have been in the forefront with OpenAI. They invested heavily into OpenAI and ChatGTP, and they have like a massive amount of shares in it as well as owning certain parts of it, and they're capitalizing on it. And as a business should, like, you know what I'm saying? I can't knock them for being innovative, but we also as humans got to come to a point like, when do what's the end game? When do we put a limitation on certain access to certain things? Because right now we're starting to see the the we're starting to see like the, let me see how it work. How can I phrase this? We're at the baby stages right now, but it's a massive impact on the industry as a whole. Like, we're not losing, you know, jobs at McDonald's or jobs at like bartending or something like that. Like, no, we're losing high end, very lucrative, high salary based jobs to AI. And as a businessman, I can't knock that because it's all about innovation. Especially in the US, it's about capitalism. It's about dollar for dollar. It's about how much can you bring to the table in growth that displays your success. And some say it's flawed, some agree with it. It depends on where you fall on the pendulum of it. But right now, if I'm running a business and I have, let's say for Microsoft, like they got over 240,000 employees, and now I have open AI in certain areas, like in gaming, for example. uh, I was saying this before, when it took over 220, I'm saying a low number just to keep it in the mind frame, even though it's more. It maybe took 20 people to build a building in the video game. I'm talking about from detail, from start to finish, from scratch, from level design on up in this one building. It took maybe 20 people. You have Chat GTP and Open AI right now that's helping assist. It can only take about 2 to 3 people to do that same amount of work in a uh, short amount of time. It maybe took them maybe a month or two to get that done, fully detailed and leveled out accordingly with tweaks. They're doing this in a matter of less than a month, a couple of weeks tops with OpenAI, and just doing the tweaks. When you have something like that that's going to save you money on the back end of production, as a business, why wouldn't you use it? Now, the problem comes in about passion. Who's really, is they passionate about what they're creating? All this stuff. It makes sense. But also, as consumers, we are the problem. We hold account. We got to be accountable for this shit, for the stuff that's going on. Let's just be honest. We bash games for going out and being adventurous and trying something new, and we only try to invest in and look at investing in the safe games because we know uh their name carry weight, like a Call of Duty, like a NBA 2K, like a God of War, like a Gears of War. We won't go out and adventure and try to play other games unless it gets some type of clout behind it. Some popular streamers say it's a good game to play. We won't try new games, and the industry is stagnant at that point because who wants to invest millions of dollars into a game that you're not going to see return? So it's like we're in the wild, wild west at this point. And I rather take the content that I know that's going to sell. I can put these small development team on there with their assistance with open AI and create this content and give it out to the masses and sell it. It's a no-brainer at that point. Unfortunately, people lose their jobs, and again, I'm not for that, but a lot of people who've been running around with this narrative like, oh, we don't have to worry about AI and robots and things of that nature for the next 10 to 20 years. And it's like, no, within next year, you're going to be walking down the street in a public area and you're going to see a robot helping assisting elderlies with groceries. You're going to see robots in the restaurants handing out food, cleaning, etc. We talking next year. They already got the taxi cabs with Tesla with no drivers out, where you can do that in Texas right now. So things is happening very, very fast, and humans as a whole aren't adjusting accordingly, in my opinion. But I'm not here to fearmonger you. Max City, what's good? He says Sony fully third party now. It's a party. That's a fact, yo. That's a fact. So off to the tech industry stuff, because again, like I said, do I agree with what Microsoft is doing? No, I'm not one of them guys that's gonna say everything they do is right, 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 right. No, definitely not. But I can say this also: Microsoft is the only one currently right now providing consumers with content that's worthwhile. Microsoft is the only product that's out there right now that's being innovative, that's evolving and pushing the industry forward in gaming. And they got the content. They got the content to do so. Point blank and period. So let's get into this video. So we're gonna start with Perfect Dark, man. Perfect Dark came out with the layoffs. They said that they pretty much canceled it. It's done and it's over with. Um, my issue with this, and I said it on Rick's show, and I'm gonna say it here. I hate when you cancel something and do not allow the consumers to check it out to see if they even want to play it or continue to play it, to invest their time in it. Microsoft, if Sarah Bond is listening to this, I would have definitely appreciated more that if you guys would have left it to the vote for the consumer, if that was the situation. Because again, we don't even know what the issue was. We don't even know what the issue was, in the sense of, was the game ready to be development? Did they was in worker hell? Whatever the case may be, we don't know. All we know is they gave us a trailer, what, 4 years ago. Then we had a gameplay trailer a year ago, and Phil Spencer came out and said, "Hey, I'm in my pajamas playing this game and I'm enjoying it." Um, Rick came out with a situation yesterday. He was saying like a scenario. He was like, why didn't Phil Spencer like money had this game, or it was his baby because this was a triple A um development team that he fought for. And I was just saying, like, we don't know exactly. Phil Spencer don't have the amount of power and accolades that y'all think he has when it comes to the Microsoft brand. He has people that he have to listen and talk to and get orders from, just like anybody else at Microsoft at that point. He's not one of the higher ups. And we do not know where Crystal Dynamic or Perfect Dark was at that point. We don't know if he was playing the complete game or he was playing a couple of levels that he enjoyed. We don't know. And doing all this, pulling your tiki torches out and saying Phil Spencer gotta go, is crazy to me, because guess what? If it wasn't for Phil, and this is what Rose touched on, if it wasn't for Phil going to bat for Microsoft, we wouldn't even be at this point, period, of even where Game Pass is, let alone being able to get access to all of our games, regardless of the library that you have on this said box. Because for some odd reason, people like to rewrite history. Y'all like to forget that Matt Booty was literally the ushering in of this issue that we have right now when it even came to Microsoft. And they publicly said it themselves. When the Xbox One, the VCR OG Xbox One was announced, transitioning from the Xbox 360, that was the key window of gravitating to getting people to migrate their games to their permanent console, because people now, the one percenters for the most part, they stick to where their library is. And majority of the people stuck with PlayStation around that time because massive amount of their library was on PlayStation, well as their friends. So when you miss that window and then you come out and have Matt Booty do a presentation for the Xbox One, again, the console wasn't even out for to the people to buy yet. This was just a presentation. And he came out and said, "Oh, if you have issues with the DRM and the always checking in and the connect and the TV features that we announced, we have a box for you. It's called the Xbox 360." We It's the same situation that just happened with Borderlands. One of the marketers for Borderland that was doing the interview, and he came out and said, "Oh, if you're a fan of the product, you don't have a problem spending $80 on Borderland 4." It's the same scenario. And the fans voted with their wallet at that point. The fear mongering with the DRM, the connect spying on you with the camera, all that goofy stuff that they put out there then hurt Microsoft. Even to the point where Satya Nadella, the one that's above Phil Spencer, even came out and said, "Yo, we was talking about canning Microsoft. It wasn't going to be another Microsoft game in anything." And Phil Spencer went to bat and fought tooth and nail to get Microsoft where it is right now. And with that alone, he needs respect. Like, I ain't finna kick the man back in. Is every decision great and perfect? Absolutely not. You know what I'm saying? It's a hit and miss in certain things. People didn't like Redfall. Me, I played it. I enjoyed it. Me and Noah played it. We even did a state of gaming streaming about it. Only one didn't really feel it was Post, and it was because of the motion blur stuff. But you know what I'm saying? We checked it out. I enjoyed the game. A lot of people didn't. I'm not checking them for their opinion, but video gaming is a selfish hobby. It's about my experience. It's not about yours. I'll play games that most people would have shined up on, and I don't care. I enjoyed it because that's what I wanted to play. Point blank and period. And for whatever reason, this sheep-like mentality that's going on where, oh, if one person said it's trash, then I gotta believe what they're saying, I can't get behind that. Or some people got an opinion about the games that they ain't even played. You didn't even check it out. You went and ran to Metacritic for an opinion. That's just asinine to me. Um, when it comes, like, again, when it comes to this perfect dark situation in those layoffs, the 9K wasn't all gaming. That's another narrative that's going around that's falsely wrong, and that's not the case. It is, we don't know the numbers. That's another thing. We don't know the numbers. We just know out of Microsoft 240,000 employees, 4% was let go. They literally double Sony in employees. So of course the numbers are going to look high because of the amount of people that they employ. And a lot of people, and if you so-called care about another thing, if you so-called care about people actually having their jobs and keeping their jobs, you should be praising what Phil Spencer did, because guess what? It would have been a massive amount of people let go from Xbox if Satya Nadella would have got what he wanted, which is letting Microsoft go as a whole, as the division to go as a whole. And again, he even have situation that made judgments that he came out and publicly said that he was wrong in, such as letting go Windows, the Windows phone. He publicly said, "Yo, we shouldn't have let that go. We should have continued to innovate in that situation, because guess what's going on now? They had a cell phone that could also dock as a PC. And then you see what's going on with the Microsoft, with the handheld, with the Rogue Ally situation, and then the possible future Xbox being able to play Steam games as well. It was around that same motion. And then guess what? They went and bought King, one of the biggest mobile companies that's out there, and they got Candy Crush. That could have been their storefront when it associated with Windows phones. And he publicly said it was a wrong decision for them as a whole. So do it suck that Perfect Dark is gone? Yes. Again, we Sarah Bond, we have a insider program, a preview program for a reason. Allow us, the people that's in there, to give our opinion with what if y'all are having like a I don't know, a battle in-house internally on should y'all release a game or shouldn't y'all release a game. I think personally you should allow the gamers to make that decision. I said the same thing about what the regards of Bungie and Last of Us in that situation with factions. And I've got to keep the same energy with Microsoft. That was a massive L in my opinion. But is it like the end all be all? Absolutely not. Because even within that situation, guess what? They let go 3 games. So Everwild, we never even known what the heck Everwild was. We just seen some art style and it looked decent. We never seen gameplay, nothing of that nature. They let go a MMO that was supposed to be we didn't even get a title for that one, so there was no information for that one at all. I think that was what Rare was making. I could be wrong. And then lastly, Perfect Dark, which they did have gameplay for, but again, when was the last time you played Perfect Dark? I keep asking people. It's been over 20 some years, 20 plus years that you've seen Perfect Dark. The studio was terrible from the beginning. Max City, which studio was terrible from the beginning? You talking about the Initiative, or you talking about another one? Let me know what you talking about. Let me go ahead and play that in the back. But yeah, for the most part, I'm not gonna knock it because I haven't checked the game out. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I don't know if it was gonna be the heatness in the street or not. I do know that me personally, it's been over 20 some years. I wasn't really looking for Perfect Dark. Was it dope that they showed it? Troubled. Was it dope that they showed the game? Yeah, absolutely. But when you turn around, yeah, they canceled 3 games. Again, 2 of them we didn't even know. Well, one of them we didn't know about. 2 of them, the Everwild, we just seen video footage. We didn't even know what the game was, what's its purpose, what we was gonna be doing in it. And then Perfect Dark, which was a 20-year-old game that's just not coming back, and it got canceled. It's like, okay, cool. But then you turn around and you got over 40 games that's dropping. We're going into the 25th anniversary. Is it the 25th anniversary of Xbox next year? I think it's 25th anniversary of Xbox next year. And we got nothing but megatons dropping. You got Black Myth Wuhan dropping next month. King Reaper, what's good, bro? They just announced a game we about to talk about. that exclusive is over with. Now it's on Xbox and it's about to run it up also. And then on top of that, we still got 6 unlisted games. Tony Hawk just released yesterday, I think it was yesterday or today. Tony Hawk 3 and 4, and you get Call of Duty World at War 2 dropping Game Pass. The initiative was trouble since the studio's creation. There you go. So pretty much, Phil Spencer loved the company, got them a job, tried to get them to roll out some games, or the case may be, and then at the end, it didn't turn out right for whatever reason. Again, we don't know why this is actually happening. Only thing we can do is speculate at this point. Phil Spencer was hyped about the game. It's his opinion, because guess what? He's a CEO that actually played games. He was actually out here playing the game and enjoyed it. So for whatever reason, it's canceled. Don't know why, but the speculating, all the doom and gloom, Phil Spencer need to go, Microsoft is dying, all that stuff need to cease and die down, because that's not the case. Only person that's releasing games right now for 2025 that's worthwhile checking out is Microsoft, on whatever platform you're playing right now at this point. So, so I just stop with the madness, the monarchy, man. Also, like I said, and I just want to reiterate: do I agree with the layoffs? No. I understand the reason why technology is advancing. Why am I going to be paying 15, 20, 300 some developers to develop games, and I only need 10, 15 to do video gaming with open AI and ChatGPT helping them? Why would I do that? It doesn't make any sense. But again, losing jobs isn't always great. Hopefully they can land on their feet. But we got another problem in hand. How are we going to start? How are we going to start? There's going to be like some new development teams coming out that's fully like human people that play video games, or I don't know. I don't know. All I know is I'm enjoying the content as is right now. So let's get to the next one. Now, HellDivers 2. Now I'm gonna tell y'all, hey man, say man. I checked the game out. I told them on Rick, hey, the game is fire. I went and I played it on PC, but that's a whole nother situation that happened with the PC, because the moment I joined and played with Rick now, hold on, what's that? He said, hey, it's a. It's not what the game and market needs. It's changing. Yeah, like all of that 300 million, 400 million dollars to produce a game is out the window. We seen that. I don't wanna go on the other side of the pond, but come on now. We seen that. It went from we about to talk about the only game that survived the live game as a service debacle over there, which is HellDivers 2. So you can just imagine the amount of money that's lost over the pond. I'm just saying. We y'all crying about 3 games. These jokers let go 11 off the rip. And that's just live service games that we know about. We ain't even talking about the other games. But I digress. I don't want to, you know what I'm saying? I don't want to do the fanboy stuff today. I'm trying to keep it culture. So, HellDivers 2, baby. The exclusive that was carrying Sony for the last year has finally jumped over the fence to the Xbox community, where the real looters and shooters are at. This game, I'm telling you, I'm touting it right now. I'm letting you know. After this video is up, I am going to go buy it for the Xbox, because I had it on my PC after streaming with Ricky Brown them. The goddamn on PC, not even a week after that, went blue. I got a blue screen on it. I haven't did no updates, nothing like that whatsoever to it. It just stopped working with my Grand Theft Auto, and I never looked back there playing the game. So guess what? On the Xbox platform, I'm gonna be there day zero. They definitely finna get my money on for this game. He said I played Helldivers on PC too. It was fire. I am not going to hold you. This game is fire. Now I'm going to play it on. Yeah, this game was fire. No, I'm no cap. I love the Starship Trooper like aspect of it. You enlisting renegade soldiers to fight these bugs off and robots. What sold me was the live strategy of the game with the worlds that you got to go fight on this planet for the liberation of the human race. I loved it. I'm playing it on the Xbox, and I'm definitely gonna have a good time with it. If y'all not following me or checking me out on Xbox, it's double O Melo or Melo Alumni. I'm sorry, Melo Alumni. Go ahead and add me. We're gonna do some live streams of this game because this was definitely a dope game. I just wasn't gonna pick up a PlayStation just to play that game. I'm not gonna hold you. Or buy it again. Once another reason why Game Pass is always better than Sony at this point. Because not only did I buy it in one area and it transferred over to my Xbox, if I was, if it was in PC Game Pass, now that situation that happened at PC, I gotta buy it all over again. He said it's a beautiful day. That's fact. I only passed. I saw your video too. We told them not. It's the whole slate at this point, bro. It's the whole slate. It is the whole slate. It, when it comes to not only the Steam situation and the Rogue Ally, getting all of the games like the Spider-Mans, the Last of Us, the God of Wars, the Horizons. Now they number one. They number one shooters on the Xbox right now. Mello, I feel like saying the show gonna be very interesting today, to say the least. I can tell you that much. After yesterday's debacle, and then you come with this news, it was a good cleanup. It was a good cleanup, I must say. And then next month we get Black Myth Wuhan also. So it's like, yeah, once this up, I'm downloading, I'm buying it. I'm pretty sure the Xbox community finna eat this game up because it is right up their alley when it comes to like the war, the gunplay. It's gonna feel good on that on that series controller on on the Elite controller, the Elite 2. It's gonna feel good playing it on that controller. So that's what I got for you, man. My girl just came in, so just gotta go. I want to talk my stuff, man. I'll see y'all on the show later. Make sure y'all definitely go buy the game. Let me see. It's your boy 001 Love. God bless. Peace.